Yes guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be going over the #1 mistake men make when it comes to losing body fat. I've got a really cool DM. By the way, please send me DMs through to my Instagram or comment below and I'll answer your questions. Got a great DM saying, just Max, just a nice message. Basically finish off with saying, if you could give one bit of advice for somebody who's trying to lose body fat, what would it be? Obviously it would be stay in a deficit, but the #1 mistake that I see all men make is they try and go too fast, too quick, and do too much in too short of a window, okay? This is the biggest killer when it comes to making long-term progress. Because think about what you're trying to do. Your goal is to get lean, right? It's not to get lean for a photo shoot, but it shouldn't be, or to get lean for a picture. It should be to stay in shape, to stay lean. Unless you're bulking, cutting like a bodybuilder, and you get as lean as possible, then you get as big as possible. Most people who watch these videos just want to look good all the time. We want to be pretty lean so we can see definition. You know, we want to have a six-pack all the time, and we want to be able to still feel good, train, and everything in between, okay? So this is a crucial one, guys, and it all comes down to one thing, and that is coming out of the gate too quick. Now, if you're just starting out and you've got some weight to lose, and you're eating whatever you're eating, or you're training a little bit and you decide you want to get in shape, too many people will slash their calories in half too quick. I see it time and time again. I have guys comment on this, on these videos being like, yeah, I'm 6'2", 200 pounds or 220 pounds. Yeah, I'm cutting at the moment at 1,700 calories. I'm like, right. Why are you, Mr. 100 kilo man, cutting on the same calories that I put 50 kilo women on? Why? How is your physique going to look? How much muscle are you going to maintain at 1,700 calories? And why are you starting? It's like me saying to you, right, there's a 10,000 meter run, yeah? And I come out of the block sprinting and everyone's pacing themselves behind me. I'm gonna get a 50, 100, 150, 200 meter lead. And then I'm absolutely cooked and I will come last because I will end up walking and most more likely won't even finish, okay? Whereas these guys will just cruise past me. The goal when you're trying to lose body fat should be to lose fat with the highest amount of calories possible and the lowest amount of cardio possible. And over time, you do this and you slowly come down in calories and up in cardio or steps, and you make it sustainable, you make it manageable. Because the guy who gets the leanest isn't the guy that works the hardest, isn't the guy that trains the hardest, isn't the most scientific ninja who is an expert on MyFitnessPal makes the best low calorie desserts. It's the guy that stays in the deficit longest, yeah? Rewind that and play it again. It's the guy that stays in the deficit longest. You can be the hardest worker in the room, train like an animal, but if you can only stay in your deficit for 6 weeks, and I train like a massive pussy, but I can stay in my deficit for 16 weeks, I will get leaner than you every single time. This is what I've based my entire business around, is coaching men to not only get in shape, but to stay in shape. And I'm gonna put a couple of examples up above. Here we have Gilly, we have Ricky, and who else we have? We have Love. I've written this down in my notes. We have Gilly, Ricky, and Love. These guys did not get in shape in 6 weeks before their holiday. This is 16 weeks, 20 weeks, 24 weeks. Could they have done that if I said to them, right, Love or Gilly, this is what we're gonna do, boys, okay? Thanks for joining up to my premium coaching. Link is below, by the way. And if you can't afford it, course is below. Thanks for joining up, guys. So, Gilly, you're 120 kilos. You haven't trained for 20 years. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna run a push-pull legs, with an hour's cardio every morning, and I just want you to eat protein and vegetables, because if you eat carbs late at night, they store as fat. You don't need rice and potatoes because you're the type of person that looks at a carbohydrate and just stores body fat. Bullshit. Imagine if I said that to him. I don't want you to have any fizzy drinks, juices, coffees. We drink water, that's it. Let's go. Hard work. Gilly would never come back. Instead, I said to these guys, right, what's your step count, boys? Tell me, look on your phone, what's your step count over the last 6 months? 4,000, okay, I want you to do 6,000 this week. You don't just take someone up to the 10K or the 15K just because someone on Instagram does it. You take them from whatever their average is over 6 months up 2,000 or so. 4K to 6K. Sometimes it's 2K to 4K. Sometimes it's 8K to 10K. You start there. I say, right, Gilly, love all the boys. Love all the boys. You know what I mean? Right. Where's your cardio at? Are you training? You say, yeah, well, I'm doing a bit here, doing a bit there. If they're already training 5 days a week and doing 10,000 steps a day, then we already know straight away it's a massive issue with their food. We already know that. And most guys, they don't really train, or they just do a bit here and there. You know, they don't really do cardio, or they'll like, you know, go for a bike ride every now and then. You say, right, steps are going to come up just a little bit. Cardio is going to come up just a little bit. Training is going to come up just a little bit, but we're going to really focus on intensity within those sessions. Doesn't mean you now live in a gym. Doesn't mean alcohol was banned for 400 years. Doesn't mean if you have a piece of chocolate, you have to, you know, you're a scumbag and you've lost your progress. No. Right, you've been eating 3,500 calories a day, or look at Gilly, 120 kilos. You've been eating a lot of food, yeah, over the years. So at 120 kilos, realistically, I can probably bring you down to 2,750 calories, just make you walk a bit more and train a bit more, and you're gonna lose weight really quick. So why would I put you on 1,800 and just put you in the ground straight away? So I put him on a high amount of food and getting him walking, building good habits, training, building good habits, eating a lot of food, but in a slight deficit, again, creating good habits. He's able to drop and drop and drop. Half a kilo here, 1 kilo here, half a kilo here. Next thing you know, the guy's 25 kilos down and doesn't feel like he hates his life. If you're wondering the change of scenery, by the way, I'm back in Dubai. Don't ask, long story. So that's what we need to think about, guys. That's what we need to focus on. Look at your diet plan now. If you're watching this and you're thinking, right, I'm about to start a deficit, I'm gonna get shredded, let me take a step back. Right, have a look at the plan you've created for yourself, or you've copied, or someone's given you. Look at that plan. Can you do it for 6 months? Be realistic with yourself. Can you do it for 6 months? If you can't do it, don't start it. If you cannot sustain the plan, you will not sustain the result you get from the plan. You will go back to where you were. What a massive waste of time. What we need to do is follow a plan we can stick to. These guys you see on that I just showed you there, 16, 20 weeks, 4 to 8 week reverse. Some of these guys are 20, 24, 28 week results. But some of these results are also over a year old. A couple of them are this year, a couple of year old. These guys are still in shape. They did not just go, do you think Gilly's back at 120 kilos? No. Gilly, he messaged me the other day, he was in Bali. He was out quad biking, doing like a fitness thing. The guy has fallen in love with training, completely changed his life around. Came from a terrible history of unhealthy habits. Hope he doesn't mind me saying that. Completely changed his life around. It's because I put him on a really sustainable plan that he could stick to. You might not be Gilly, but you might be someone who's got children, works 6 days a week, does 70-hour week, trying to build a business on the side. You're slammed. You can't train 6 days a week, can you? You need 3 proper sessions a week. But you've got to be able to stick to the plan. And if you come out the gate sprinting, get too greedy too early, you will crash and burn. I'm telling you, I've seen it time and time again. And by starting with a low amount of cardio and a low amount of steps and hard training, because hard training is not, get hard training in. Not 6 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, get it in. Once you start your cardio and your steps and you have your calories, you can use your brain to see which thing you want to change next when you hit these sticking points, which you will. If 4 weeks in you've lost 2 kilos and then you've stalled and you haven't dropped for 2 weeks and you're at 2,750 calories because you started high and you're going to bed full every night and you think, right, realistically, my weight isn't budging, I need to make a change. And every night you go to bed stuffed, you don't need that last meal, you have it just because it's on your meal plan. You end up having chocolate because you might as well fit it in. Obviously, you're not going to increase your cardio, are you? You're someone that's going to decrease your calories. Now, if you're time poor or you live in Dubai in the heat, where it's 50 degrees outside, you can't get your steps in and you're maxed out working in an office, but then now suddenly you've got some time off and you already feel quite hungry, maybe you should try and get your steps and cardio up because you're obviously not doing enough movement. Everybody's different. A good coach will work with you and what you've got. Don't just think, right, I want to get shredded, no carbs, high protein, veggies, shakes, bench press, creatine. Come on, don't be that guy. Be strategic. Have a long-term plan. Have a diet plan. Have a maintenance plan. Have a reverse diet plan. All of these things set you up for actually staying lean long-term. I have been lean for years and years and years. I never rebound and get fat. My clients never rebound and get fat because this is the approach we take. It took me years of getting it wrong to be able to get it right for you guys. As always, you can't afford the premium coaching. I'm not trying to sell it to you. I've got a load of people anyway. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you're serious though, and you really want to have long-lasting change, that's for you. If you just want to learn how to train, learn how to diet, learn how to do all these things, learn how to exercise properly, my course is way cheaper, 50% off in September. If you don't want to get anything and you're just going to keep watching the videos, it's all good. I appreciate you anyway.